Hello there, my name is Richard. The first time seeing my channel, you should review cartoon series, anime series. So what's up in Computer Rhythm? And today we talk about new anime series from Netflix called Maya and the Three. This anime series is gorgeous. It's one of the detail, the backgrounds, even the minor characters are just so well made, so detailed. It's just sort of mind blowing. Even the little things like little dots or little designs of the clothes or their weapons, just so much pop, just blew me away. I just fell in love with this sort of art, so just so beautiful. You also how he moves. In fact, the whole world of Maya that actually it feels down to like a sort of realistic depiction of people in a way with this sort of art style. There is some characters, how they're big they are, how they move, or how skinny. It feels so realistic, even though they look cartoony. It just feels just right. Even this sort of a kind of magical world sort of type of universe that you use as extra as a background, a main idea of this show is just something that I can just applaud how much work this show got into. It's just mind blowing. And this is just a sort of a mini series that I'm not sure it's just one season or you gotta have a season two type of mini series. We don't know. But I just know the art style is just by itself is completely worth watching. Now, Maya and the Three, the story is basically sort of a kind of a tone story about this eagle and three. What was it? Hyenas, if I'm correct. I know it wasn't hyenas, but it was like four animals taking down a god of war, and the sort of told story about the Stekas, like the king will be that eagle and let his three sons take down the death god. And you think this is sort of what the whole story is, and Maya is probably the one is sort of the ego, and that myth was sort of mistranslated. And you think this sort of kind of cliche storytelling, in other words, but no, that's just sort of interesting. This sort of kind of make you understand who is who, why are they doing this, and what reason, with a mystery aspect to tie like a nice little bow. Because this show is just so fun and interesting, and the lore, how everything was created, it's something that it just sort of refreshing but cliche, but not a bad cliche. It's one of those cliches we know this is sort of a cliche, but we decide to sort of develop the characters, make you care and understand them. Especially Maya, that is sort of that typical princess who really doesn't want to be in the castle, want to be truly as equal like everybody else. But the difference between her and the Disney princess is that this world and Maya feel more a little bit realistic. Of course, the writing doesn't really help being so realistic because you have moments that you have to be sort of dramatic or sort of shocking. They sort of kind of rush those type of moments. They have the little moments like, yeah, they I wish they stayed a little moment just to reflect, but all of that it really doesn't matter because it's just so grand, so adventurous. You're just having fun to see this character doing they must become now words. I mean, I'm kind of mumbling here, but it's hard to describe how great this series really is. Now, I was sort of disappointed this is sort of a mini series, but at the same time, it's the reason why it's a mini series is how much work and money they put on this. I hope it will be super successful because I just enjoy it, especially Maya. They're trying to kind of prove herself and sort of prove her family, but I love it to have like a twist. It's not being proven; it's more understanding what this destiny must become. In other words, but all of that, I just can't applaud it anymore. Even the side characters just sort of interesting and why the war started with the Maya and the Aztec and the God of War. And I love that sort of responsibility Maya has that you're a princess, you let her become queen, but you understand there are rules to be have. You cannot go to war just because it had to be another way. Especially you find out that she is like a half god, half Aztec and type of princess. She's half human, half god, and you think they could do with something like this, sort of this plot twist, but I won't reveal that much. It's something that you kind of need to see yourself. It's one of those kind of fun anime series. Of course, I know I'm 100% sure some people will be a little disappointed of the dramatic moments because it was sort of rushed or paced out, but at the same time you appreciate the other little moments, like how realistic the sort of moments are, or how characters talk to each other. I think one of the big example is Maya's kind of sassy, and she talked when her servants, and her servants cross the line, say, "Madam, please," but she shouldn't said that because she's the princess. She could do whatever she wants, and she excused herself doing or saying something like that, and that is sort of surprising because usually if they do a sort of princess sort of animated movie or series, they usually overlook that. There is not really that important, but this series, those type of moments are important, and that's what's sort of refreshing. That sort of angle you just enjoy, especially the art style. They try to make it sort of an action-packed adventure story, and it works super well with the art, especially with the CGI. It's just sort of very creative and interesting. Yeah, I think I really enjoy is her relationship with her family, and what she is makes the show more, even more better. Like she's doing this for her family, she's doing it for her brothers who died in the battlefield, because she was sort of kind of guilty a little bit that she wouldn't be joining in the battlefield because she's the princess. She had to be in the back in the castle protected because she could be the future queen, and that is just sort of interesting. They play with that, but once more, the series is a fun ride. I mean, it has some issues, but in the end, it's kind of easy to overlook them. Now, I got one question: do you like this series? Do you hate it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got really nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.